Hey, what's up you guys? It's Ruthie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 19 of 113 Minutes by James Patterson and Max DeLallo. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Mason hates this part. He's a crime solver, not a speech maker, definitely not a cheerleader, but every once in a while he knows he's got to rally the troops, especially when they're under his command. All right, listen up. A special agent in charge of the Joint Key Bank / Golden Acres investigation, Mason is addressing a room full of fellow feds, Texas Rangers, county sheriffs, and given the tip from the narcotics and the possible drug connection, a liaison from the DEA. The groups borrowed a small conference room at a local police headquarters in the nearby Texas town of Pampa. The room is actually a little too small to fit the dozen or so mostly overweight law enforcement officials stuffed inside of it, but it does meet one critical criterion. It has a functioning air conditioner. I'm going to keep this quick and let all of you get back to out there, Mason says, firm and encouraging, but just to bring everyone up to speed. Mason begins by summarizing all the progress that's been made since yesterday's horse ranch heist. The past 24 hours have been a wild whirlwind. First, the serial number of the $50 bill given to the valet matches one of the marked bills taken during the Key Bank robbery. Given the 1,000,000-to-1 odds of that being a coincidence, Mason adds, if any of you doubt that these two crimes are connected, may I suggest you go buy a lottery ticket. Next, a red 1996 F-150 fitting witnesses' descriptions and with tires that match the tracks found at the valet stand was discovered parked northbound along State Highway 83. Units initially focused their pursuit in that direction, but also swept west and south in case the pickup truck's position was meant to be a misdirection, which many agreed it probably was, but the trail went cold. The truck's being ripped apart by forensics as we speak. Nothing yet. My guess is our perps were smart enough to wear gloves. Mason then shares the recovered bullets and casings have already been analyzed by the El Paso field office lab. Unlike with the shotgun shells at the bank, the bore zero unique ballistic markings, this time techs were able to extract a wealth of information. The rounds were likely fired from a CZ-805 Bren, a state-of-the-art military-grade assault rifle. Though designed and manufactured in the Czech Republic, these weapons are used by the elite police units and special forces teams around the world, including at Mexico's federales, Mexico's cartels too. Agent Marissa Sanchez of the DEA adds pointedly, it's becoming their gun of choice. We're also starting to see more and more of those killing machines cross the border. Murmurs of displeasure ripple about the room. Then Mason drops the biggest bombshell of all. Just hours after yesterday's heist, an anonymous call came in that helped pinpoint where the presidential Halloween masks used during the bank robbery were purchased at a Celebration Nation party supply store just outside Midland. I sped down there to check it out personally, Mason says. Turns out the owner deleted surveillance footage taken inside the store after 90 days. We made it just under the wire, with only a few days to spare. Mason placed some grainy black and white tape for the assembled group. It shows an older man wearing a giant sunglasses and a University of Texas baseball cap over his long, stringy white hair, paying cash for 5 familiar rubber masks: Lincoln, Washington, Nixon, Reagan, and Kennedy. We've sent it to Quantico to run facial recognition, Mason adds, and plastered it from here to Tucson to New Orleans. Now obviously, smells fishy to me, Agent Randolph. Mason hasn't heard that voice in over 2 months, but he recognizes it instantly. It's wrinkled-faced Texas Ranger John Kim standing at the back of the room, arms folded across his potbelly, the same local office official who led Mason through the bank crime scene in plain view and gave the agent more than a bit of attitude. 9 weeks of nothing, no leads, not a peep. Then this, all tied up with a bow, the same day as the heist number 2. I'm sorry, but I don't buy it. Ranger Kim, if I remember it right, you called my hunt for the purchaser of these masks. How did you put it? Haystack in a needle territory, I believe? I'm just saying. Why? These guys walked off with 1.2. Think of all the work they are planning. Not 5 hours later, one of them decides to squeal. Mason had already anticipated the argument and has a theory, multiple theories in fact. Maybe the leader got greedy, maybe a fight broke out. To sit among the ranks, maybe an accomplice felt like he wasn't getting a fair cut of the pot, so he picks up the phone to try and thin the herd. Kim considers all of that and nods despite himself. The agent makes a fair point, but then for good measure, Mason adds, I'll be sure to ask them when I catch all of them. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.